This is our new everyday journaling template and our new dot pens. The new dot pens come in 4 different colours, and it's the denim, the coral, the kiwi and the hyacinth, lovely lilac colour there. And they've got this wonderful dot tip end on one end, and the way that you use this is, depending on how hard you press, will result in different sized circle dots for you on that end, and we'll have a look at that. And then on your fine tip end, you've got this beautiful fine tip for creating fine lines and doing journaling. It's really lovely. These pens are marvelous. I've been using these just every day writing, and they are just really lovely to write with. They are acid free and they are bleed resistant. Now you'll want to keep them horizontal, so don't stand them up in your pen pot like so, because the inkwells for each end need to be laid flat. So keep them in a pencil case, laid flat. So that's my tip there on the pens. Now the journaling template is a Mylar template, and you'll see that I have used it a little bit. You can clean it up with a bit of warm dishwater. That will help just clean that up for you, but really it's a plastic template. It's very durable, and you can create so many things with it. Your imagination is the limit with this template. So let's talk through just a few of the ideas that you could do with this template. So here I've created some checklist boxes and some bullet points, and I've also had a little play with the dot tip end, which, mind you, these pen lids connect really nicely to the end, so you're never going to lose it. You just pop that straight on the end when you're not using it, so you don't lose it. Now here's how the dot tip works. If you press hard, you get a larger dot, a bit smaller. Just differentiate the pressure of the dots to get smaller and smaller. So that's how the dot tip pen works. In terms of how hard you press, you get larger dots or smaller dots. So that's a really fun thing to play with on your pages. Now here we've got some check boxes. So to create the check boxes, I've just used these small squares here and the fine tip pen end to draw around those check boxes. Really handy if you are creating any checkbox lists in your journaling, or say dot point lists in your journaling, or if you've got a journal type album with a happy album, or you're creating a travel album and you wanted some dot points for your travel album. These will just help you space them out evenly and perfectly if you place your dots right in the middle there. And then you can do fun things like come along with a different colour. And as you can see here, I've already pasted a check mark in that top one. You can add another check mark there into the checklist as you go down when you get those tasks complete, or if that's just a fun element you want to include on your page layout. So many other things that you can do here. So as you can see, we've got little banner flag shapes that you can create for journaling and titles and so on. So simply just hold the template in place where you want your banner flag shape to be positioned and trace over that. So you could colour that in. Let's just hold that up a little closer. So you can see you could colour that in. You could add titles to that. You know, for example, we can pop a little title in there. And then there's an extra bit of element around the outside, as you can see. So you can add stickers to the shapes that you create. You can do so many different things. Now let's have a look at something else that I've created earlier. So I used the sun and water pattern here to create this little design, perfect for beachy, summery pages and layouts. You could make a rainbow out of that. You could make journaling lines. You could do so many different decorative design elements on your layouts. Here I've coloured this flag shape in instead of doing the outline, and I've added some stickers. I've outlined the stars here, which you could do lots of different star shapes and patterns on your page. We've got love hearts here that you could colour in. Thought speech bubbles, so if you like the idea of putting some speech bubbles in above some of your photos to create some thought type journaling, that's a really fun one. These lines in the middle here, perfect for creating some straight lines for your journaling. You can create box shapes that, again, you can put stickers in there or some journaling. So many different things you can do with that. Now here's another idea that I have created. So I've started creating my own designer print paper featuring the flower shape. So all I'm doing there is positioning the flower shape in some different places on my page and tracing with the hyacinth colour pen and the coral pen. And then I'll continue that down the page until I've got all of the flowers that I want there, and then I can create my layout on top of that. So there's a few fun ideas for you featuring the everyday journaling template and the new dot pens.